Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and it's been quite a while since we did a video from here, right? And this is going to be the last video I'll be doing from here because I'm in India. I've been here for about 2 weeks trying to wrap things up. And this phone, for that time, has been my travel companion. Today in this video, I'm going to share my experience on how the OnePlus 12 has been for me. Now, I am working with OnePlus on this one. That said, neither the script nor the video itself has been vetted by OnePlus. It's all my own opinion. Now, I have split things up into 6 categories and I'm going to walk you through how my experience has been with respect to each of them. So let's start with number 6, the build. Back in December, when I bought the Chinese version of this phone, I ended up with a white SKU. That one, it looked nice and all, but it had a glossy finish. That SKU is not even sold in other markets like India. Here OnePlus offers two colors, black and this green. To me personally, this is the best looking SKU this time around. Both these SKUs, they have a matte finish to the back, the Gorilla Glass here. So it's very fingerprint resistant, very resistant to smudges. Also the pattern that you see here on the green, I like it. To me, I feel it kind of adds some depth to the whole design, and it definitely is one obvious difference from last year's OnePlus 11. Now the 220 gram weight, the 9.2 millimeter thickness, that's something I was very wary about, but OnePlus seems to have the phone well balanced, and even with the case on, the OnePlus 12 never felt too heavy. The fact that the edges on the back curve inwards, now that also ensured the OnePlus 12, it felt a lot slimmer in hand than it actually was. This, the metal sides, the heft, this phone, it does feel premium in hand. What else? There's an IP65 rating, an IR blaster. The alert slider, as always, was a pleasure to use. That's it. I definitely would have preferred it to the right. What about you? Left or right? Let me know in the comments. The display, it's got to be a highlight. This is a 6.82-inch curved AMOLED panel, and it curves not just to the sides, but to the top and bottom as well, slightly. Now guys, I understand some people hate curved panels. The reflections at the edges, they do tend to get annoying, yes. But personally, I kind of like the reduced width it brings with it. And the curves to the top and bottom, they make the swipes feel a lot more natural. This panel is also very bright. 4500 nits for HDR, 600 nits under manual mode, 1600 nits under auto. So it's fine for outdoor use. The resolution here, it's Quad HD+, the refresh rate 120 Hz, there's support for LTPO technology to vary the refresh as needed to conserve battery. Talking about which, guys, honestly, the battery life has been amazing here. Like I said, I've been traveling, so whether it's pictures I've been taking or GPS use or even just the amount of time I spend watching videos, hell, I didn't even carry a tablet with me on this trip, so it's been the OnePlus 12 for everything. And despite my higher than average use, there's not been a single instance where I've had to plug this phone in before the end of the day. The battery life is just that good. In fact, I'd say this is amongst the best battery life phones that we've tested in recent times. For charging, the included 100-watt SuperVOOC charger can get you 50% in 10 minutes and a full charge in 26. Now this is all the more impressive given the higher than usual 5400 mAh battery on the inside. There's also wireless charging support at up to 50 watts, and you can get a full charge using this in under an hour. With respect to performance, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 runs the show here on the OnePlus 12. Now, I've talked a lot about this when I unboxed the Chinese unit. What has changed here with the global version is that my Indian unit runs on Oxygen OS built atop Android 14 instead of Color OS. Now with this, there comes some changes. Most important of which, for me at least, was the stability. Where the Chinese OnePlus 12 crashed on a stress test, this one actually completed it. Average stability for the 8 Gen 3, but it did complete the test. The games I tried running ran smooth. The phone, it did not tend to overheat. The 8 Gen 3 here, it's paired with 12 or 16 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM, 256 or 512 gigs of UFS 4.0 storage. OnePlus also seemed to have spent time on their self-developed proprietary platform Trinity Engine, which should help get the most out of this hardware. The claim here is that it helps provide a consistent, fast and smooth experience even with heavy-duty tasks and when multitasking. For example, CPU vitalization, it's supposed to keep the power drain minimal while performing tasks like, well, say gaming, while also providing a stable frame rate. RAM vitalization is supposed to help keep apps in memory longer by ensuring smarter reallocation of resource-intensive processes. Now, OnePlus promises 4 years of Android version updates and 5 years of security patches for the OnePlus 12, and ROM vitalization is supposed to help keep the phone snappy and smooth for this time period. Anyway, in my time so far, I've had no complaints with how smooth the interface has been. With optics, we have a triple camera setup to the back. The primary is Sony's 50 megapixel Lightia Lite 808. This sensor is paired with an optically stabilized f1.6 lens. Images, they turned out rich, they were detailed, the colors were natural, the dynamic range pretty wide. Even under low light, I felt the OnePlus 12 shot some impressive pictures. Now, as I was shooting this video, my OnePlus 12 did get a new firmware update which added the master mode. This actually brings the Hasselblad color tuning. So here are some samples that I shot with the master mode. Let me know how they look. With video, the OnePlus 12 maxes out at 8K 24, and of course you also get 4K 60, which to me is most important since I like that 60 FPS smoothness. And this camera does well for both. As you can see the footage, it's pretty detailed, stable, with rich colors. Next, there's a 48 megapixel ultra wide. This is one of the better ultra wides we've come across in recent times. The colors, they're pretty close to the primary. Finally, we have a 64 megapixel OmniVision OV64B, which is paired with another optically stabilized lens, this time a f2.6 telephoto, which allows for 3x optical zoom. It does well enough that oftentimes I found myself shooting even 6x and still ending up with well-detailed images. Now, with respect to selfies, we have a 32 megapixel f2.4, and it does a pretty good job. The selfies were detailed, there wasn't any weird skin smoothing, the skin tones, they were natural, edge detection was good too, pretty decent shots. There's support for 4K selfie video as well. Now the OnePlus 12 starts from 65,000 rupees in India or $799 globally, which seems to be a decent asking price for what OnePlus is offering. We've got a curved flagship OLED panel that's quite bright, a refined build that's aesthetically pleasing, top of the line internals, optimized software with solid support, an excellent set of cameras, an IP rating, above average battery capacity, fast charging with a charger in the box, wireless charging support. In my humble opinion, OnePlus seem to have done really well. Now that's just my opinion. What do you think about the OnePlus 12? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.